What's going on, everybody? I'm back. So, I want to talk to you guys about the second debate that we saw, the GOP, the second debate they had here in Anaheim, California at the Ronald Reagan Library. And it wasn't the best. No. It was it was decent enough to understand and learn some new things, but as far as anybody gaining any significant traction from this debate. No, it was a smear session. I think the only person that actually went there and wasn't trying to protect their reputation and was that well, I mean not reputation, but uh, basically stand firm in their beliefs and kind of went at it at a trying to reach the people angle instead of trying to attack the next person over them and trying to discredit them. Which obviously it's a debate, right? So you know, but I said it on Twitter, on X. I think Doug Bergang won it for me, but just because he was going out there with solid facts. Why? Because he wasn't trying to smear anybody for the most part. And the way he smeared people was like when Nikki Haley came out and she was talking about, oh, I need to reform this, reform that. And then he just kind of comes out and says, look, we're not addressing the real problem here. We're just making another problem less shitty. And I appreciate that because for somebody that rationally thinks and is like, hey, how do we actually fix this? And, everybody gets introduced to this small picture and he starts talking about it just like, look, America has just been the only people really holding out on their own people. They make this stuff here in America, it's cheap, and we're just triple the price of everywhere else. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. But honestly, if I was not in the in the arena where we're boxing it out, instead of just trying to stay on the facts, then I would have to give it to like Nikki Haley. Uh, Nikki Haley did great actually. She was out there. She was super direct, super combative. She got her point across very well, and she started stepping on toes, and she came out aggressive, which is good. We all said that she was vanilla, and here we are. Now she's up there fighting with the big boys. And I think that's great for her. Uh, Nikki Haley really surprised me again. I'm not a Ukrainer, bro. I'm sorry. You're not gonna persuade me with taking care of Ukraine's borders when we got our own stuff going on. And honestly, if we saw it from a chess piece game or a chess game, you know, it's pawns getting closer to each other. I wouldn't say Russia's a pawn, but you understand? It's like Russia wants something, Mexico's over here doing something to us, and we're kind of stuck with presidents or presidential candidates that say that we can do both. We're able to do both. We're the world's greatest country, but we're not even in Ukraine. We're funding it, but we're not even in Ukraine militarily. And where's our military at? We have the whole southern border just being invaded by. This is a number that everybody's been talking about, 6 million. So I'm gonna stick with it. 6 million illegal immigrants. You see what's going on in New York. New York is going crazy. AOC's starting a fight with Elon to freaking of take the attention of people's credits away. I don't know what's going on in the world anymore, man. But there is a lot of stories going on about how they started closing down retirement homes for immigration camps, and how all the hotels are all booked up with immigrants. And I don't live there, so I wouldn't know what to tell you. But I wouldn't put it past anybody. Uh, yeah, when I saw the governor of New York come out and he started stating that, hey, uh, this thing that came out as a social justice reform and how we should be nice to these people is actually starting to affect us, and it's going to be the end of us. I forget his name, bald man. Uh, I've heard him a couple times, but now we're getting possibly. So Vivek Ramaswamy gets attacked, as we all knew was going to happen, and it's kind of funny to me because he didn't seem like he was really trying to attack anybody besides, yeah, nobody really. Uh, do I think he should step back after the first debate? No, I think he should have leaned into it because it was working for him. But he is trying to reach people in a different way. So I think that he should have been a little bit more aggressive with within that whole debate instead of trying to have everybody be on his side. But no, maybe the expression sticks in politics, huh? You can catch more flies with honey, or yeah. But Vivek was getting cornered at all sides. He was talking about how he moved his businesses out of China, and Nikki Haley comes out of nowhere. It was like, yeah, after you started running for presidency, but they had some dirt on them that I didn't even hear about. So there you go, you guys. Vivek, he's still going strong. I still think he's the only anti I, what is it, the PACs, anti-PAC money. So he's doing great on his own. He's been on almost any podcast you can think of. All the news stations love him or hate him. I mean, I love his debates on these news stations, like what he had on CNN and MSNBC. But you know what I mean? He's very charismatic. He's good with words. He knows what he's talking about. And honestly, I think you'd be damned if you knew more than him in a topic. Unless, yeah. But I think that he's doing great so far in his campaign. I think that he's made himself a pretty good figure for the next presidential candidate. I don't think any of them are going to beat Trump. No, I'm not delusional. I think that they're just doing a great job in their campaign. And, you know, the way things are going, hopefully Trump makes it to the end. And hopefully, at least Joe Biden gets out of office. I think that it's a good way for everybody to, be onto the politics and just learn, at least for myself, right? But there's DeSantis. I think he did good. I wouldn't say that he's grew in the polls at all, but I think that he did good by standing against the questions. Because honestly, man, that whole show was dumb, man. They're allowing to talk over each other. They're allowing all of this. They're just being real rowdy in California, man. Honestly. And then at the end, they were trying to tell them that write your name on who needs to get voted off the island. That lost it for me, because honestly, I really thought they were gonna do it too. And then I just thought about it. I was like, if they do this right now, they look stupid, and I'm not gonna watch any more of these. But I think that was the reason, right? But yeah, I'm like, now this is reality TV all of a sudden. But I'm glad that they didn't do it. I thought that was a dumb thing to even propose, but I guess that's Hollywood for you. Uh, yeah, DeSantis did great. He wasn't, like I said, I don't think he's growing in the polls. I don't think he's anybody's favorite anymore. But uh, something that I do see what he's doing is he's going after what's his name, Gavin Newsom. He's going after Gavin Newsom. He's gonna have a debate with him, I believe, mid-November, sometime November. Damn. So he's gonna have a debate with Newsom mid-November. I don't know how I feel about it. I think Gavin Newsom actually says it best, and I hate to say it like that, but why is he going after somebody that's not even running for presidency? And I think it's because we all know Joe Biden is going to lose if he runs next debate next presidency. And I think everybody in the Democratic Party knows it. I think that they're just trying to like hide it beneath their faces, like, no, we're Joe Biden's doing great. He's doing a great job. uh, so I don't know what DeSantis knows, but I think that he's probably in the right place at the right time. And I think that, you know, if there's anybody else that's going to be running in the Democratic Party, because this is a game of chess, man. So I think that Gavin Newsom would be the one up next. I wouldn't say that 4 years ago, but I'd say that now because he's in the public eye and he's trying to make a statement. I don't think he would win though, because all the stuff that's going on in California, it's like, let me just pull up this on you, this on you, this on you. It's like, but you know, I guess maybe they're desperate. I don't know. DeSantis, I don't know what's up with you, bro, but honestly, I'm gonna like to see this debate, and yeah, it'd be funny. Honestly, what really stood out about this for me is that we get to see the other side. So DeSantis is always talking smack, right? He's always saying how Florida is so much better than California. Florida should be the staple or like the gold standard of, you know, how all states should run, or at least how I run my state, and is way better than California. So then I think just for Californians, especially since a lot of them uprooted from California to go to Florida, to go to Texas, to go to another red state, you know, I think it would just be a Gavin Newsom smear campaign or like a smear debate, which is great because, you know, I could use some new dirt. But yeah, Gavin Newsom is a very he's not a dumb guy either. So I wouldn't put it past him to go into this, you know, with doing the same exact thing to him. And I think more on a personal level, though. I think he would be more of personal attacks. But Gavin Newsom isn't a saint either. Got caught sleeping with what his brother, his best friend's wife. But all the other all the other people I could think of is Chris Christie is a fucking weasel. He's a straight clown. I don't know what he's doing on the presidential camp on the president. What is he doing as a presidential candidate besides smearing Donald Trump? Like, that's how he's getting his popularity points, honestly. And I don't want to see him in any more presidential debates. I think he's, yeah. It's like, you're from New Jersey, bro. New York, your next door neighbor over there is not exactly setting a good example for why you should be the next president of the United States. You're, I just, I'm just not a huge fan. I think that he's doing more personal attacks than really stating how the country should be or how a leader for this country should be. But who am I to say he's running and he's there? Barely. Tim Scott was irrelevant for sure. Uh, Besides jumping in to attack on Vivek. But yeah, if I if this wasn't politics and theatrics, I would have thought Doug Bingham would have won. Burgang would have won, but uh, I think Nikki Haley, just because she had more stage presence this time, and I think because, you know, she's good. She's good. I give her that. Uh, then I guess I'd put Nikki Haley, or not Nikki. Yeah. Then I guess I'd put Nikki Haley at one. Doug, I'm sorry, man, but you just can't sell, bro. Like, you're just not a good. You're just not a good presence. I think that, I think you're very valid, man. I really do. I really wish, but I don't think you're gonna be beating Donald Trump, bro. So I wish the best for you, but it is what it is. So Nikki Haley is at top. Vivek. Then we got maybe Ron DeSantis because he was actually pretty present there, and yeah, that's about it. Everybody else was pretty whack. Oh, you know what? Now that I remember, bitch ass Tim Scott over here talking about, oh, all the money that we're sending to Ukraine is 90% loans. I'm like, bro, we got a whole bunch of stuff over here to worry about, man. Like, look in New York. It's ridiculous. But, you know, I wouldn't even say, even in those terms, that would be a great. It's like he's trying to make it logical for all of us, like why we're sending so much money to Ukraine that we're funding damn near their whole government. But no, I'm not gonna get into that because I'm not there. But hopefully you guys made it this far into the video. If you guys like it, go ahead, leave a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.